Happy Tuesday, everyone. It's Barb Reed, the Wexford Stamper, and tonight I'm going to bring to you a project from the new Stampin' Up! Mini Catalog. And this is a copy of the mini catalog, and my customers should have them right now, but if you are someone who doesn't have a demonstrator and would like a copy, please message me, and I will get one of these into your hands. You will love it. All right, and we're also in the middle of Celebration, which is a special sale time with Stampin' Up! For every $50 that you spend in the annual catalog or the mini catalog, you will get a free item out of this Celebration catalog. So it's a great time to stock up on some free stuff and stock up on all your papers and inks and things that you need. So we just finished up our last series, and I was doing Valentine treat boxes, and it was so much fun, and I got such great feedback about it. Everyone loved it. So I will definitely do a Valentine treat box in the future. For sure, we'll do one next year. But now we're kind of shifting gears. There we go. And we're going to be looking at the Birthday Bonanza Suite. And this is in the catalog on page 32. And here, this just shows some of the little projects you can do, gives you a little hint on the color palette and everything. It's just such a great set. And here, this page shows all the Designer Series paper and the Bonanza Buddy Bundle. And that's what I have right here, and we're going to be using that this evening. And it comes with such cute, adorable animals, and these are two-step stamps. For the lion and the koala bear, and then the one step for the little toucan. Tonight we're going to be using the koala. So very, very cute. And then along with the stamps, there are several die cuts. And we are going to be using them as well tonight. But these cute little flags, and then there's a nice little tag that you can make to make tags for birthday presents and things like that. So it's a great, great set for anybody that loves to go all out on birthdays, and I really do. My children are now older, but when they were little, we just loved setting themes for our parties, and we would go all out. So this is a great theme. Everyone loves animals, and it would be a great idea for any kind of birthday party for girls and boys of all ages. So we are going to be doing a 5-week blog series, and I'm going to show you some of the projects we're going to be doing. So let's pull this away here. And the project for tonight, we're going to make this little buckle card. And you notice it has a little unique kind of closure there on the bottom. And it's called a buckle card. I thought that was so cute and would be a great way to make the card. And I thought this would be a really cute card to even use to make the announcement or the invitation for the party. So I really like this one. Now let me show you a couple of the other things that I'm going to be making. Hi, Jean. Yeah, I think you would love this for sure. Now another one of the projects I did were the little treat boxes. And these treat boxes really show off all the colors that are available in this set. Now this is called the Terracotta Tile. This one is Mango Melody. And this is Coastal Cabana. So it's just beautiful. The color palette's so pretty. And as you know, with Stampin' Up, the paper's going to match the cardstock and the ribbon and everything that goes along with it. So it's a great one to get if you want to be all coordinated. So that's one other project we're going to be making. And then we're going to be making bows. These are so fun to make. And they're very simple to make. You're just looping strips of paper, and it's so fun because you can decorate and wrap presents and have bows that coordinate with all your other items that you've made for the party. So it's really a fun thing to make, and they use little brads to hold the whole things together. So it's not a lot of gluing, and it's not real fancy. But we'll be doing the bows in the future. So while you're watching, if you want a list on there, just comment which one of these you'd like to do next. And then here's another one that I really love. Now I make a lot of cupcakes. So I'm always looking for some kind of a little topper for cupcakes. Now this is on a long stick, so I would certainly cut it shorter if I was going to make it for a cupcake. But then for this, you can stand it in a vase or something and make it a decoration on the table too. And it's very simple. I made it using this is the designer series paper, and then I cut out, this one has the little lion. So cute. He is just really adorable. So we'll be making a little topper as well. And then let's see, the final one, this is the big finale project. This is a birthday card, and this one is opens up and makes a beautiful presentation when you open it up like that. It's a 3-piece card, and I think it's not too hard to put together. If you do the 3 pieces separate and then pull it all together, it's not that bad. But this is a very fun card to make, and we will also be sharing that. So let me know which ones you like, and we'll decide what order we're going to do them in. But today we're going to start with the buckle card. Okay, this is something that you can use. Now here I just used it and made it a birthday card using the sentiment from the set. But you could certainly use these to make the invitations to send out to all the kids. So this would be really, really a fun one to make. All right, so let me show you. We'll get started on this. Okay. The first thing you're going to need is for your card base. It's a little different size, and you'll notice that when I start putting it together. But your card base is going to be cut at 5.5 and 7 3/4 instead of 8.5. Because if you notice here, on this card, the front panel is not as long as the back panel. So, and the reason we do that is just to set off and so that you can see the buckle a little better. So the front panel is going to be a little shorter. Hi, Kathy. Nice to see you. I know, I'm going to get that to that pop-up card very soon. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is just fold on my score line, which was scored at 4 1/4. And just crease that nice and strong. And now I'm going to bring in some of the other paper. I'm going to be bringing in a piece of Daffodil Delight cardstock, and this is cut at 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. All right, and then I'm going to bring a piece of the designer series paper with lots of little presents on it. Isn't that cute? And that is 5 by 3, and that's just going to nest right inside on this one. This looks familiar to you, Kathy, doesn't it? We just had a bunch of my team members here yesterday, and we made this buckle card all together. I think everybody liked it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to adhere the designer series paper to my Daffodil Delight piece of cardstock. And don't worry about any of the dimensions. This will all be on my blog by the end of the week, and you can copy it off there. So don't worry about writing anything tonight. All right, and then I'm going to take this whole panel here, put a little more glue on the back, and then this is going to go right on the front of my card. Okay, if you notice, I'll move that panel so you can see that it's just fits perfectly inside that front panel with about a 1/4 inch around the edges. All right, so there's the start. Now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to make the buckle. All right, you're going to bring in your punch. Now the punch that you're going to need for this, I'll show you in the catalog. It is called the Classic Label Punch. Okay, this is the one you're going to need to make that slit in the front of your card to slide your little buckle belt through. All right, so I'm going to take that, I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to pull away the back part of the card, and I'm just going to slide it in here. I'm going to slide all the way in till I can't go in any farther. And I'd say I'm about 1/2 inch from the bottom of the card. And I'm going to go ahead and punch. There we go. Okay, you can see the hole I made in the card there. All right, now we're going to go ahead and put the belt in. I call it a belt, but it's the buckle portion of it. Okay, I'm going to show you a quick way to get the buckle in so that it'll be nice and straight and go right in where you want it to at the opening. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at that. Let me look at the dimensions for the buckle. Hold on, let me look at my notes. Okay, the buckle is cut at 1 1/2 by 6 1/2, cut at 3 1/4. So it's cut right in half. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to feed the buckle through the opening that I just made and put the fold right on the edge of the card and fold that portion back. See, that's how it's going to lay right on the front of the card. But I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to put my piece of Whisper White that goes on the inside of my card on the back of the card. Now, stay with me here. And then I'm going to glue that down. This is actually on the back of the card, but I'm just doing this in order to help with the spacing so that we get that in the right spot. So watch what I do here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some glue on this part of the buckle. That's going to fold over the card. And then I'm just going to fold it right onto the white. Like that. And just hold it for a minute or two. Not a minute or two, a second or two. Then I'm going to pull the buckle out. And now I'm going to put that portion right in here. Okay? And it'll be set up directly in the spot that we want it to. It's a little trick that I saw another demonstrator do when they were putting the buckle on. I thought that was a great idea, so there'll be no chance that it's going to be in the wrong place when you fold and close the card. So then I'm going to go ahead and put my paper in here. Then I can fold this over, and we know that the buckle is right in the right place where we need it. See? Isn't that great? So that's probably the hardest part of the card right there. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and do our embellishing on the front. We'll pull in my other card and we can show you what some of these pieces are that we're going to be using. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the second largest of the stitch circles. Okay, and that's what's going to go on the front of the card, and that's going to go underneath my koala. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue on that and then just put it right there on the card. Okay, now if you look here, we have these little banners. And if you looked when I opened up the set here, where did I put my set? Oh, here he is. These were some of the dies that came with the set right here. I used this one and cut out 2 using the pointed pennants, and I used, this is Melon Mambo and this is Bermuda Bay. Okay, now if you look here on my card, I glued them on and I crisscrossed them across the top part of the card. So I just put a little glue on the back of each one of the little pennants, and then I hung it across the front of the card, just like that, just from one end to the other on the front of the card. Okay, so how cute that looks. I love it. And now I'm going to go ahead and put my second one on. This one is Mango Melody. And he's going to cross the other way. I'm trying carefully to keep it on the front so that we can open and close the card without folding up or crunching up any of the pieces. So there we go. There's our 2 banners across the front. All right, now I think it's time to do some stamping. All right, so we have 2 things that we need to stamp on, and we do need to stamp inside, but I'll save that for last. I have a little stitched rectangle right here that I'm going to be doing some stamping for our happy birthday that's on the front. And then I have just a scrap of Whisper White that I'm going to be doing my koala bear stamping. All right, so let's go ahead and get those stamps out. Let's do the happy birthday first. I'm going to use my Bermuda Bay ink. And I'm going to find in my goodies here my happy birthday. And I'm going to ink that up. And then I'm going to stamp it kind of to the left side of the rectangle. There it is. And we'll hold that for a minute. Okay, now we're going to stamp our adorable little koala bear. Now this one is so fun. Okay, I'm going to stamp his body first in the smoky slate. Okay, Okay, and here's his little body. Okay, and you don't have to worry about placement on your paper because we're going to be cutting them out with the die. So I'm going to stamp down, and there's his little body. Look at him. Too cute. All right, then I'm going to take that away, and I'm going to bring in my Memento ink, and there's a tiny little stamp here that has his face on it, his little eyes and nose and mouth. All right, so you're going to use the Memento ink, and I'm going to hope my head doesn't get into the picture here. I'm going to stamp down. I hope he's going to be, oh, he came out perfectly. And that stamps his little face. Let me hold him up so you can see him. But there is, look at him. Isn't he so cute? I love him. And what's very cool about this, there is designer series paper in this suite that you can cut the koala bears out of the paper as well using the die. So it's really, really, really a neat thing. And the same thing with the toucan and the lion. You can die cut them right out of the designer series paper. Okay, but we're not going to do that today. We're going to move this aside and bring in my die cutting machine right here. And we're just going to have to die cut our little koala. Let me bring it back this way. Okay, we'll put them right on here, and then thanks to my magnetic platform, we'll put that right over him like that. I'll put my other platform on top and roll them through. And there we have him. Oh, can we be any cuter today, people? Oh my goodness. Love koala bears. Always loved them as a kid growing up as well. They're just the most adorable little animals. All right, let's bring in our card, which we're almost finished. Okay. Now, I also used my die cutter and cut out his party hat because it's just not a party if you don't have a party hat on. And I cut his party hat out of terracotta tile, and that is a stamp, I'm sorry, a die in the die set. All right, so let's put a little bit, I think I'm going to go ahead and put him on first, and then I can just put the hat above his head rather than gluing it. So let's go ahead. I have a dimensional behind my bear, and let's bring in the other one. Okay, I have him kind of lean into the left a little bit. Oh, he's cute. And now I'm going to take a smaller dimensional, and I'm going to put that on the back of the hat. Rather than trying to glue the hat to the koala, I think this way might work a little better. Okay, so I'm just going to stick it straight above, I'm sorry, his head. Look at that. Oh, so cute. Now, if you think you've seen it all with these embellishments, here we go. Look at these. These are assorted pom-poms. Look how cute these are. They're little fabric pom-poms, and I think I'm going to choose a Bermuda Bay pom-pom. There's loads of them in here, and they're so cute. I've seen demonstrators use them in shaker cards. I've seen them do all kinds of decorating with them. But today, we're just going to use a little bit of Tombow, and I'm going to put a dot up on top of his little party hat. And then I'm going to put, look at that. Looking sharp there, koala bear. All right, last part. We're almost done. We're going to go ahead and take our happy birthday, and I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm going to cut here a little banner. So I'm going to cut in a little bit in the middle there, and then I'm going to cut up from the bottom and cut down from the top right to that spot, and that makes you a banner. All right, super easy. Now I'm going to put the banner that it goes over our buckle hole a little bit, but I'm only going to put dimensionals on the left side of the card so that the buckle will be able to go in and out very easily. So let's go ahead and set these right here so we have them right in the right spot. Okay, then I'm going to take the dimensional backings off. And then I'm going to go ahead and lay my happy birthday. Come on, dimensional backing. Not during a Facebook Live. There we go. Okay, then I'm going to kind of lay this over so that the ends of the banner overlap a little bit onto the belt. Okay, pretty cute. Last thing we have to do is our sentiment inside. So I'm going to open up my card and I'm going to pull in my sentiment, and it says, "I'm glad it's your birthday. So I can tell you how wonderful you are." Perfect. Perfect for a birthday card. I'm going to bring my Bermuda Bay back in. I'm going to ink up my stamp, just tapping gently. And here we go, the big finish. There it is. So cute. I love the font of this sentiment. So cute. So there it is. There is the buckle card. All right. So I'm glad you joined me for my first birthday bonanza video tutorial. What would you like to see next time? Let me know. Write something in the comments. If you want any of the directions and dimensions for tonight's cards, make sure you check out my blog. All those dimensions will be on by the end of the evening. So thanks for joining me, and share this video with anyone you think might enjoy it. And remember, you can always go to my online store and buy any of the products. So have a lovely evening, and I'll see you next week.